On the news headlines, Labour rejects FG's fresh 60,000 naira minimum wage offer, insists on 494,000. Court remands man 42 for allegedly defiling 12-year-old girl. More Nigerians are distressed, psychiatrists. Senate recalls Bauchi Central Senator Ningi from suspension. On entertainment, veteran Kannywood actress Fatih Usman dies. Good day, you're watching Leadership TV News. I am Cynthia Onwado. Thanks for joining us. The federal government has added a sum of 3,000 naira to its initially proposed 57,000 naira minimum wage, making it the sum of 60,000 naira proposed on Tuesday during a meeting of the tripartite committee on minimum wage in Abuja. Organized labor comprising the Trade Union Congress and the Nigerian Labour Congress also went down by 3,000 naira from its last proposal of 497,000 naira during the last minimum wage meeting. According to Punch, a source who gave the breakdown at the Tuesday meeting said the amount proposed by the government did not go down well with labor leaders. A member of the union who spoke to our correspondent before the meeting started noted that organized labor would only go lower if the government went higher on its demands. This is simply a case of if they go higher, we will go lower. They need to propose something reasonable to us to propose something lower too. There is no two-way about it. Also, we have a way of meeting as members of the labor before each committee meeting. This will help us to take a uniform stand by the time we get to the meeting front. So as long as the government is ready to present something reasonable, we will meet them in the middle, the labor leader said. Moving on now, an Ikeja's Chief Magistrate Court has remanded a 42-year-old man, Paul, for allegedly having unlawful sexual intercourse with a 12-year-old girl. Paul, whose address was not provided, is facing prosecution for alleged defilement of a minor. The Chief Magistrate, Mrs. E. Kubenje, who did not take the plea of the defendant, ordered that he should be remanded in a correctional center. She adjourned the matter until June 26, pending legal advice from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. Earlier, the prosecutor, Inspector John Iberedem, told the court that the defendant committed the offense at about 3:30 p.m. on May 13th at Bacha Boni Camp, Victoria Island, Lagos. Iberedem alleged that Paul forcefully had unlawful sexual intercourse with the minor. The prosecutor said the offense contravenes Section 137 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015. And now Dr. Taiwo Obindo, the president of the Association of Psychiatrists in Nigeria, APN, says that more Nigerians are distressed now than before, and that may inflict mental health conditions on more Nigerians. Obindo gave an assertion in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria on Tuesday in Lagos while reacting to President Bola Tinubu's 1 year in office. He expressed worry over the current economic hardship coupled with the level of poverty and other social factors in the country, saying that might likely inflict mental illness on more Nigerians. He listed the social factors to include high cost of living, insecurity, kidnapping, financial problems, inflation, child abuse, rape, broken homes and broken marriages, traumatic experiences, and degrees of violence, among others. Obindo explained that people who were predisposed to social factors were more likely to develop mental health issues, particularly during this period when the country was faced with lots of economic challenges. Obindo decried the rate of multiple taxation on small-scale businesses and individuals, stressing the need to streamline the taxes. According to him, an average Nigerian is disposed to more pressure and distress now than before. He called for intensified efforts by the federal government to release people of these pressures to safeguard the mental health of its citizens. The senator representing Bauchi Central Senatorial District, Abdul Ahmed Ningi, has been recalled from suspension by the Senate. The Senate's resolution to recall Ningi from suspension followed the abduction of a motion moved by the Senate Minority Leader, Senator Patrick Abba Moro, representing Benue South Senatorial District at plenary on Tuesday. The motion titled Unconditional Recall of Senator Abdul Ningi urged the Senate to recall Senator Ningi, who was suspended for 3 months on March 12, 2024 over his unsubstantiated allegation of the 2024 budget padding to the tune of 3.7 trillion naira during an interview he granted to the House's service of the British Broadcasting Corporation on March 9, 2024. His suspension followed a motion of urgent national importance moved by the Chairman Senate Committee on Appropriations, Senator Solomon Olamileko Adiola. Senator Ningi was suspended for violating legislative rules, misconduct, and unethical behavior. Senator Moro's motion on Tuesday had only one prayer, which was for the Senate to reconsider the additional resolution of his votes and proceedings of Wednesday, March 13, 2024, and recall Senator Ningi for him to carry out his legislative activities. The motion stated that the Senate minority leadership accepted full responsibility for the actions of their colleagues, Senator Ningi, and apologized on his behalf. The prayer was unanimously approved by senators present at plenary, and Senator Ningi recalled. And finally, now on some entertainment news, the Kannywood film industry has just lost another veteran actor, Fatima Usman, popularly known as Fati Slow Motion. A Kano-based activist, Mansoura Issa, announced Fati's demise on Tuesday on her Facebook page. According to her, the actor died on Monday night at Habasha, near Sudan, where she will be buried, while condolences will be received at her family house at Ongwauku in Kano. Confirming the incident, Executive Secretary of the Kano State Censorship Board, Abba El Mustafa, on his X handle, prayed for the repose of her soul and prayed for Allah's mercy and forgiveness upon her. Fati Slow Motion had been in the Kannywood movie industry for over 15 years. On that note, we end the news here on Leadership TV. For more of our news stories, you can log on to our website www.leadership.ng. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have